All right, welcome back to this week's Lesson Tech Helps for Canvas Teachers. Today, I want to help you with what's coming next week, but overall, this is just a tutorial on how to create your own lesson or update lessons in Canvas. And so next week is Easter week, and we've been invited to at least teach one special Easter lesson during the week if we have seminary. Now, you might choose to do this in your Zoom class or in-person class or whatever gathering you have, but if you also want to try to give them experience in Canvas, then this is a great way to do it. So already we shared in the lesson gems and in an email sent out these different ideas for lessons that you could teach the week of Easter. I want to focus on lesson number 5, and I want to just show you how you could take this lesson and just put it into Canvas so that your students could have a Canvas experience. Now, what I would do first off, I want to work with 2 different screens. So if you have 2 screens, you could do this, or if you have 1 screen, I'm on a Windows computer, and usually if you just minimize up here at the screen and I minimize both screens, I can take one screen. If I just kind of click on the top here and I drag it and I throw it to the left, it will fill up half of the screen. Then I have my other Canvas page already open and it shows that that's a choice, so I just click on that and it fills up the next half of the screen. Now this is pretty small here in Canvas, so I'm going to change my zoom just a little bit so I can see a little bit more of what's going on that Canvas page. Now I can see what I want to copy and paste into a new lesson, and I can see a Canvas that I want to copy and paste things into. So I just want to model by making a quiz lesson today. So if I go down to the left-hand side here and click on quiz, I can add a quiz lesson. Now you want to give it a title. I might just say special Easter lesson or whatever you want to give a title to. If you have any quiz instructions that you want your students to see, I might just write something like, please take 30 minutes today to have a sweet experience studying about Easter and the resurrection, if I can spell that right, of Jesus Christ. And la-di-da-di-da, you can write whatever you want to there. And so that's just the introduction that's going to show up for those details for the quiz. Now, how you build the actual quiz is you click on questions, and you're going to put little study activities to do as different questions. So I'm going to click new question, and I'm going to make this question a essay question so that my students can just write whatever response that they want as their answer. So I'm going to look at this lesson, and I would love to do an empty tomb. And so I would click here, control click when I'm in that, and I get this beautiful picture right here. I'm going to download that as a small, and it's going to go to my downloads folder. Now I'm going to go back to my unnamed Canvas quiz here, and I want to insert a picture, upload a picture, need to find it, put it in my downloads, right here, Christ the Empty Tomb. There it is right there in the bottom here. I'm going to hit submit. And that's going to start populating there. And I'm just going to say, please ponder on these questions for a moment. And I'm going to copy and paste these 2 questions. Because again, I'm trying to make this a study experience for my students. So I put those 2 questions in. I don't want that much space. There we go. I'm going to put in this information here. For the students to read in their study. And I like this question. So again, I'll copy, paste it in. I do easy copy and pasting. So easy copy is Control C on a Windows computer, and Control V is paste on a Windows computer. That way you don't have to do as many clicks. So I might want them to actually answer that question. So this would be my question that I have, and I want to add a new question to have them continue to study. And so this is going to be essay question 2. It's already set up that way. I'm going to copy this right here, and even this question. Back up here, sorry, in this question, I want to go back and edit. I want to say, please share your response. There we go, update question, just so they know I wanted them to actually share a response there. So again, I don't like extra space, so I'll just go and delete the extra space there. And then we got this great quote from Elder Christofferson that I'll copy. All that, and paste that in there. And as you can see, there's way too much space again. So I'm going to simplify that, take out these extra. And here's a question. What thoughts and feelings do you have about knowing that because of Jesus Christ, all people, including you, will be resurrected? Please share your thoughts to the questions above. And update that question. All right. Now, if I wanted to go in here and go back here, let me edit, and I want to put a picture in here to make it of Elder Christofferson to make it a little bit more interesting. I might do this. Just go enter. I want to insert a picture, but before I do that, I have this picture here of him. If I just right click on that and save it as a picture, Christofferson. Save that. All right, then I can go over here, make sure I'm clicked on my spot, and I want to insert a picture, an image, upload image. Find it on my computer. I go to my pictures. Christofferson, there he is. Put in that picture, and there it is. Now I can update that question, a little bit more visual. And I can go on to a new question for the next part of the lesson that I want them to do. Now, again, you might have to, just like I did, you might have to, reword things just really quick in a different way. This lesson goes through some New Testament witnesses and invites them to look at a New Testament witness, and then also has an opportunity to look at other scriptural witnesses and modern witnesses. Now, my guess, in a 30-minute study session, they're not going to be able to do all 3 of these, so I would probably focus them to just doing the New Testament witnesses and some modern witnesses, and copy and pasting these in as a new question, and inviting the students to share what they're learning and their thoughts, and it ends up with a few self-centered questions about their testimony. And so, again, they're probably not going to be able to do all of this, but I would pick and choose the few parts of the lesson that you want them to choose on and really share about. Put those into questions, or you can do this in a discussion format, whatever way that you want to do it. And then once you're done, you just save your thing. You can preview it. Special Easter lesson. And you can see question number 1 that they need to do and put their answer in. Question number 2, the study experience, and put their answer. All right, now that we've saved that lesson and created it, what we need to do is go back to our modules and remember the name. It's the Special Easter lesson, and I did it in a quiz format. So what you're going to do is you're going to go find the week that you want to throw it in. This is my Easter week. Oop, it skipped on me. And so I'm just going to go add. And I want to find the quiz and Special Easter lesson and hit add item. And you'll see that Special Easter lesson is just put in down here at the bottom. Now if I wanted to, I can go back in that Easter lesson, and just like you normally do, you change the date and the due date and all of that, and you can even put in the name, what day it needs to be done. And so it's going to be ready, and then you can publish it. Make sure it's published for your students to see when the week opens, and unpublish other lessons that they're not going to do for that week. And there you go. You have a Special Easter lesson.